Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be starting my newest reading vlog. In this vlog, we're going to start with Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. I downloaded a bunch of Alice Feeney stuff when I read Beautiful Ugly, and that was amazing. Oh my gosh. I was so surprised by how much I loved that book. It was my first thriller, and so I'm excited to read more of her books. I also have rock, paper, scissors that came in from the library on my Libby app. So I'm going to be reading that hopefully after I finish this one. But we're going to start with Sometimes I Lie. And I really love the description in this, so I'm just going to read it to you. My name is Amber Reynolds. There are 3 things you should know about me. 1, I'm in a coma. 2, my husband doesn't love me anymore. 3, sometimes I lie. Amber wakes up in a hospital. She can't move. She can't speak. She can't open her eyes. She can hear everyone around her, but they have no idea. Amber doesn't remember what happened, but she has a suspicion her husband had something to do with it. Alternating between her paralyzed present, the week before her accident, and a series of childhood diaries from 20 years ago, this brilliant psychological thriller asks, is something really a lie if you believe it's the truth? And so that just sounds incredible. I love an unreliable narrator, and this sounds perfect. Like, can't get more unreliable narrator than someone who can't remember stuff and someone who is a liar. So I'm super excited to read this. And Alice Feeney did such a great job with Beautiful Ugly that I have really high hopes going into this one. So I'll keep you updated about that. I also started back on Words of Radiance. That is book 2 of the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. And we are just getting settled. I mean, it's a Brandon Sanderson book. Nothing really happens until the ending. Like, it's called the Sanderlanche for a reason. Everything kind of builds and builds and builds, and then it avalanches at the end. So we're still just laying the groundwork. Adolin is trying to duel for shards, and Shalon is trying to find her way around the camps and learning, like, what she can and can't do as far as her abilities, you know what I mean. And then Kaladin is also trying to figure out his stuff that's happening. We're dealing with this war. We're dealing with Dalinar being crazy or not. So we have a lot happening, and we haven't really had a whole lot of action stuff happening just yet. I'm about a little over 50% of the way through, but I'm pretty hopeful that I can make pretty good progress in the next couple of weeks or so. So who knows? I may finish this before September ends. But I have a lot of other books that I'm also reading, so we will see. We know that I'm very slow, so I may not get anything done. But that's just the way it is. Okay, so I've been reading Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney, and I am so intrigued. Like, this is the one where the character is in a coma and we have no idea what's happening, and she's not even super sure what's happening. And so we're getting like diary entries, and we're getting current timeline, and we're getting previous timeline. I am so intrigued. Like, this is a self-proclaimed unreliable narrator, because she even says in the start, sometimes I lie. And so I'm just like, what are we lying about? I want to know. Like, I want to know all the things. And so I am so excited. I am only 2 hours into this audiobook. I was going to update you when I was 3 hours in, but me and Libby are fighting right now because it will not play this book. I don't know why. It will not play this book. I can get the other one that I've got on there to play, but this one will not play. It keeps telling me there's some sort of error. I've closed out and I've done all those things, and it will not play. And I'm so mad about it. Like, I'm really worried I'm going to have to return it and then re-get it. And it's going to take me forever to get it back. And I'm going to be so mad if that happens. Oh, I hope not. But hopefully I can finish reading it because I want to know. But in the meantime, I am reading Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney as well. And this one, we also have unreliable narrators. Like, I'm so excited. I mean, I don't know if they're like super unreliable. Like, I don't know if they're lying to us so much that they're lying to each other. So, this one, we've got Amelia and Adam, and they're a married couple, and they are trying to salvage their marriage, sort of. So, they go on this weekend vacation up into the mountains, and you're getting their story as they're there, but you're also getting their past. And in the narrative, they're telling each other certain things. And then a few minutes later, we're getting like the real story. And they are both lying. And I am like so excited for it. And you learn that really quickly. Like, I'm only 3 hours into this audiobook, and you learn very, very quickly that they are lying about everything to each other. And I want to know like how deep that goes. Like, what all are we lying about? And why are we lying? Like, why are we lying so much to our spouse? So I'm so intrigued, and I cannot wait to get to that part of the story where we get that reveal of like, oh, this is why you're lying. And so they lied in their past, but they also have like hidden agendas right now. And so I am so excited because there's so many secrets, and I want to know. Like, I don't know if you know, but I am so nosy. Like, I just want to know all of the tea. Just tell me. I don't even care if it has anything to do with me. I don't care if I know the people. I want to know. So, super excited about that. I'm also working on Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 2 to the Stormlight Archive. And oh my gosh, we just had the scene that I've been waiting on since I started this book. Like, there is a scene in this book where Adolin does something, and he thinks that he knows exactly what he's doing, but he screws up. And so he ends up in a really bad situation. And he is at risk. And because he's at risk, his dad's freaking out, like begging people for help. And someone does come help him, but it's someone who is unable to help him. Like, now, we're at now more at risk because you're here. I would have been better off if you weren't here at all. Like, that's how helpful this person is, right? And then we finally get real help. And the first time that I read this book, I was literally yelling at my radio because I was listening to it. Go, somebody go. Like, oh my gosh. And then they go. And I'm just like, oh. And it's fantastic. And I just love it so much. Like, oh. And like how he does it is like perfect. Like, so perfect. Oh, it's my favorite scene. Like, it is my favorite scene in the entire series. Now, granted, I've only read the first 4 books, but it is my favorite scene in the entire series. Like, that scene in book 1 at the end is really good too. But I still think this scene is my favorite. Oh, if you know about the arena scene, then you know what I'm talking about, and you know how good that is. Oh, it's so good. It is my favorite scene. It's just is my favorite scene. Like, I could read that all day. And I'm so excited because I'm going to do a dedicated video for Words of Radiance, like I did for Way of Kings. And I am going to talk about this scene because I am so excited and I really want to share. But I don't want to get too spoilery in these vlogs, just in case. So, yeah, it is so exciting. And then because people made stupid choices on top of Adolin's screw up, now we're in more trouble. So now we go from like really up here on this thing that we've accomplished, and now we're just like, we're in the pits. So we're up and down on what's happening, but I'm so excited. And then we've also been following Shalon, and she's coming more into herself in a way. She's learning like what she's capable of, and she's getting more involved in the politics of the world. And her dating Adolin. I love her dating Adolin. Mild spoiler. It's fine. So I'm so excited for where things are going. Now that people are starting to interact more, then everything kind of like pick up the pace a little bit more, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, I think that's all for now. I found Sometimes I Lie on the Hoopla app. So I returned it on Libby, so that's not a problem anymore. So now I get to listen to it, which is fantastic because I was getting so irritated with Libby. Oh, I hate when my Libby app does that when it like keeps telling me error, error, error. And I'm just like, why won't you play? So finally figured it out. I returned it, and now I've been listening to Sometimes I Lie. And I'm about halfway through now, and unreliable narrator, like, holy cow, I have no idea what's happening. Like, we're getting the story. So I don't know that I've explained exactly how the story is going. So we're getting the like right now with her in a coma, and we're also getting like the week before her getting into the coma, and then we're also getting diary entries from when she was a child. So we're getting 3 different timelines that are all like on the same timeline, and you're getting them interwoven in a way that like you have no idea what's happening. Like I understand each of the timelines individually, but how they're connecting, I don't know yet. Especially from when her childhood, like we learned some things about her childhood, and there were things that were explained to us, and I'm like, is that going to be a thing? Is that going to come back? Because that would be so cool if that came back and was a big piece of the now. But I don't know yet. Like that hasn't come up yet in like either of the present day timelines. So I have no idea how her history connects to the now. But right now, the now and the right before are starting to connect. Like we're starting to see the choices that were made that ended up with her in a coma. And I don't know how we get there. And I don't know who to believe. I don't know what the real story is. I don't know anything, and I'm loving it. Like all I want to do is focus on this book. But I have been taking breaks to read Words of Radiance. I just don't have much of an update yet. But I am so intrigued with this story. Like, I don't even have words right now because it is getting good. Like, you think everyone is lying. Like, you think everyone's lying, and there's no one being honest, and we don't know the full story. And so I'm just so curious how it's all going to play out because I don't know what she's lying about. Like, I know that there are things that she is leaving out, like intentionally leaving out of the storyline because the way it's written, it'll be like, she saw this or she heard this voicemail and she knew who that was. But then we don't know who that is until like later. And so it is written in a way for us to not know anything. And I'm having a great time, if you can't tell. So I'm so excited. I don't know when I'll update again, honestly. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to update again when I'm about 75%, but no promises, okay? No promises because I I'm enjoying it, and I have a long-ish drive the next couple of days, so I may get done, but we'll see. Okay, so trying to get this clip in before it starts pouring rain. Can you see how dark it is out there? It is so dark, and it is getting ready to pour rain. So hopefully I can get this clip in without it being drowned out by the rain. But I also need to get this clipped in now because I am 4 hours away from finishing Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. And I have no idea what's happening. I know that everyone is lying, everyone has secrets, and that is legit all that I know. I have no guesses. As to what is happening, I have no guesses to what is gonna happen. I just know everyone is lying about everything and everyone has some sort of hidden agenda, and I don't know what to believe. Like, Alice Feeney does a really good job of intentionally keeping you in the dark through the narrative. So, like, the characters themselves will just be like, I did lie and yada yada, but I'm not gonna like tell the reader what my lie was or my motive. A lot of that's not included either in the narrative. So you have no idea what's happening. I just know we have a husband and wife on this weekend getaway. They're miserable and they are lying to each other and they have secrets from each other and they've had secrets throughout their marriage, and there goes the rain. Hopefully it's not too loud. So they are trying to reconcile their marriage, but it seems like they're not really happy and they don't really want to reconcile the marriage. So I need to know their motives. Need to know their motives. Once I know their motives, then everything's fine. But I don't know their motives. I don't know what's happening. So we also have this third person who is involved, but not really involved. And you know from the jump that they're shady. And so I don't know who they are and how they're connected, but you know they're connected in some way. And you know that they got this trip based on a raffle win that Amelia got. You don't know who, you don't know why, you just know that she really did put her name in this raffle and she won this weekend getaway. So you know something shady is happening and you know that there's some sort of connection, but you don't know what it is. And it's driving me crazy because we're getting no answers. Like, no answers. Which is crazy because in most thrillers, you get more answers about halfway through, and then you get more answers about where I'm at now. I've gotten no answers. I mean, maybe I'm just, whoa, did you see the lightning? Maybe I'm just stupid and I have no idea what's happening. But I am not picking up on any of these answers at all. I can see that there are some breadcrumbs of things that connect, but I have no idea where they connect and what they mean, like, at all. Especially because some of the things seem too obvious, and so I'm kind of like, it's probably not that because that is a little too obvious. So I have no idea. I am truly just along for the ride with this one, and that's just gonna have to be okay because I have no guesses. Man, this rain is really crazy. Hang on. Let me see if I can, without making it too awkward, if I can rotate. Look at this rain. Ain't that crazy? Sorry, it's a really close angle of my face. Um, but yeah, no. I have to drive in this. I have like a 45-minute drive. And I'm getting ready to drive in this. This is crazy. It's gonna make my drive so much longer, but it's whatever. Our game doesn't start till later, so I have plenty of time. But it's gonna be crazy. But anyways, hopefully it has a good ending. I really liked Sometimes I Lie. I think right now that one's probably my favorite of Alice Feeney's books. I think so. I think I like it the best. So we'll see. Let me tell you, I finished Rock, Paper, Scissors, and that thing was the twistiest twisty thing I have ever read in my entire life. Like, so many twists up until like the very end of everything. And I'm just like mind blown. Let me tell you, I fell for the same trick twice. Back to back books. I have no idea. She got me again. Alice Feeney, I'll give it to her. She got me again. And I know not to fall for those things because like it happens in other things too. It happens in fantasy books. And I don't fall for it in fantasy books, but I fell for it twice with Alice Feeney. I don't even have words for how I fell for it. But I did. And it was so good. I still don't think I like this one as much as I liked Sometimes I Lie, but the twist got me. And the fact that it got me twice. Like, I'm just like, I have no idea. And so it's hard to process what happened. Just like in the first one, it's hard to process what happened because of the nature of the twist. Because like you're moving along and moving along and moving along and you think something is one thing and it's not. And so now that you know this piece, everything looks so different. And I have no idea. And everyone's lying to each other about everything. And it's just, there are so many lies and so many twists and such an unreliable narrator. Oh, I love an unreliable narrator because I'm just like, I come out of it like mind blown. Like, I don't even have words for how much my mind was blown from this book. It just kept twisting. Like, we finally had like our resolution and we still had like 30 minutes left. And I'm like, what's going to happen now? And then we got introduced to a new character. And I'm like, why are you here? And it, it worked. It just worked. And I'm like, what are we doing? But yeah, so I think right now, Alice Feeney is my number one thriller author. And I'm looking to read pretty much anything she has. Right now, me and Libby are fighting still. I don't know that I updated you. If I did, I'm sorry. But I had to download Sometimes I Lie and Rock, Paper, Scissors on my Hoopla app because Libby would not open them. And so me and Libby are going to fight because I only get 4 borrows on Hoopla and Libby is unlimited. And if I'm going to listen to audiobooks, it's going to have to be on Libby because listen, I don't buy stuff on Audible. I only use the credits and I only get 4 books on Hoopla. And one of those is taken up with Stupid Words of Radiance right now. And it probably will be for the next month. So that's another one of those borrows that gets taken. So I need Libby. And all of the books that I've been trying to read are on Libby. So I need it to get itself together. Like, I don't know what's happening, but it's going to have to get itself together because I need it. But so, yeah, me and Libby are fighting. What else? I think that's about it for this vlog. There's not a whole lot I can say without going into spoilers. And I'm getting ready to go into spoilers because I have to. I have to like talk about it because it is killing me. Like, I don't understand. And I need to know. And I need to share with you how Alice Feeney got me twice with the same trick. Like, back to back books. Like, it's one thing if I read one and then several books later it happened again. I'm like, oh, okay, I fell for it again. No, back to back books. She got me. I was gonna read The Word Is Murder by Anthony Horowitz, and I'm like 2 chapters in, and I just don't care. And I really didn't care like 5 minutes in. And I think this is gonna sound terrible. I don't like the narration, and it's not because he's bad. It's because everything sounds like very old timey, like very British Victorian esque. I don't know the correct terms for it, but it sounds very, or like Elizabethan, I guess. I mean, not Elizabethan. That's like Shakespeare, isn't it? Can you tell I don't know things? Um, so it makes it sound very old timey, like very like Sherlock Holmes time frame sort of feel, and I don't like that. I like in Sherlock Holmes, but not in the novels. Only in the movies. Like, I can do that kind of thing in movies. I struggle when that's in books, and so that was the feel I got like 5 minutes in, and I was struggling. Like, I just didn't care. So I think I'm just gonna DNF that one, and so we're gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. So if you're not going to stay for the spoilers for Sometimes I Lie and Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, then I will see you in the next one. If you're going to stay for spoilers, then let's go. Okay, so Sometimes I Lie. We were following Amber's story, right? The whole story is told from Amber's perspective, right? We get the before, and we get her childhood, and then we get when she's in a coma. So the before, like her childhood, is journal entries. And so we think that these journal entries are Amber's. They are not. They are her best friend's her sisters, And so that was a twist. Like, how have we been going halfway through this book and we think the diary entries are Amber's? And so you're asking all kinds of questions of like, well, if she kicked her mom when she was pregnant and then the little girl died, how did we get the baby sister? Where's the baby sister? And so you don't have a clue. So you're asking that question. And then all of a sudden, the diary entries from Amber are not Amber's, they are Claire's. And you're like, all the stories of her best friend, Taylor, and her stealing Taylor's bracelet and loving Taylor's family and wanting to live with Taylor's family, all of that was not the character that we've been following the entire time. What? And it's not. It's clear. And so because of that, everything gets twisted. And I'm just like, how do I process all this? And so everything has to like be rewound, and I'm having to like figure out like who did what and when and why, and everything changed. Like everything changed. But so then I get into rock, paper, scissors, right? And rock, paper, scissors, we're getting the dual perspective from the husband and wife. So we've got Amelia and Adam. Then we also have this third perspective, Robin. But we're also getting these letters from Adam's wife to Adam. And you're getting like one letter every year. She writes it on their anniversary. And so the whole time, we're thinking Adam and Amelia have been married for 10 years. And now things have been struggling. And we are going to try and like salvage the marriage. And so they're on this weekend getaway, right? This is where we're at. We know up until this twist that Amelia has secrets from Adam and Adam has secrets from her, and they're lying to each other. And we know that Amelia got Adam his big break with, or we know Adam's wife called and got him in with this writer to adapt his novels to the movies, right? We know this. We learn that the letters to Adam are not from Amelia, who is his current wife. He was married before to Robin, and the letters are from Robin from when they were married, and they were married about 10 years. And him and Amelia have only been married for like a year, and Amelia is the other woman who he cheated with on his wife Amelia. Like, that is a twist. And not to mention, we just had in the first one with Sometimes a Lot, where the diary entries we were following and following and following, and they were not the who we thought they were. Same thing in Rock, Paper, Scissors. The letters to Adam were not from Amelia, and you think they're from Amelia the entire time. And I got duped twice with the same trick. Like I just fell for it. I'm never gonna be able to trust Alice Feeney writing those letters again, or like those diary entries. Never gonna be able to trust it again. Like I just can't, because it got me, and I have to learn my lesson. Oh, I can't believe I fell for it twice, but I did. But because I fell for it twice, it was so good. I just Did you read these? Like, did you get duped by either of these twists? Because like I got duped twice, back to back. Oh, it's so sad. But because I got duped, I actually really enjoyed finding out the twist. Because like I wasn't really fully enjoying rock paper scissors, but because of this twist, it bumped it up, and I liked it a lot more. I still like Sometimes I Lie better, I think. Yeah, I think rock paper scissors was almost a little too twisty, and so I think it had a little too many twists, but it was still pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, there's my spoiler rant about how I got duped twice in back-to-back books. So congratulations, Alice Feeney, you win this round. I think that's all. I don't think I have anything else to say. So let me know in the comments if you've read these. Did you get duped? Let me know your favorite books with a twist, and I'll see you in the next one.